There's this idea that addiction recovery is like a straight line, right? You get clean and sober, and that's it. But the truth is more like a wave crashing into the shore. There's the initial impact, a moment of calm, and then another wave crashes in. It's a cycle, and understanding this pattern is key to staying on top of your game. You see, recovery isn't just about stopping the substance. It's about learning how to live without needing it. And that's where things get really tricky, because relapse doesn't just happen. It builds quietly like a storm you didn't see coming. It starts with a thought, a feeling, a familiar smell, a certain person or place. We call these triggers, and recognizing them is the most powerful tool you have in your recovery. Triggers are basically the things, places, people, or feelings that pull you towards a relapse. They're like emotional landmines that can blow your recovery to pieces if you're not careful. And there are three main types of triggers. Emotional triggers like stress, loneliness, guilt, or boredom. These are the feelings that try to convince you that using is the only way to cope. Environmental triggers like bars, music, or even the street you used to walk on to score. These are the places and things that remind you of your past use. Social triggers like friends who still use or people who don't respect your boundaries. These are the relationships that can pull you back into old habits. But here's the raw truth. Triggers lose their power the moment you name them. The craving is like a wave. Builds. It crashes. But in that moment of impact, if you can say, I'm feeling anxious and I want to escape, you take your power back. Naming your trigger is your shield. It's your way of creating a pause between you and the action. So what do we do when the wave hits? You don't wait for the craving to crash in and then try to stop it. You build your toolbox before the wave hits. Maybe it's deep breathing, calling a sponsor, taking a walk, journaling, praying, even screaming into a pillow if you have to. As long as you don't pick up, you're winning. Recovery isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing yourself well enough to pause, breathe, and make a different choice. You are not your triggers. You are your power to overcome them. And every time you do, you become the version of yourself you were always meant to be. Thanks for watching. You found this helpful? Please share it with someone who needs it. Together we can break the stigma and help others find their way to recovery.